here to help you with breeze. Planting seeds and teaching skills. Teachers turn schoolyards to dreams. Who hates school gardens with ease?
How do fall school gardens fit into the School Gardens with Ease? You're listening to School Gardens with Ease podcast. I'm your host, Leila Mireskandari, and this is episode number 60. I asked, you spoke, and I listened, and the School Gardens with Ease course is coming. Yay! I'm so excited to teach this one. As you might know from the last episode where I explained this course will have two classes. Part 1, all about logistics, and part 2, all about design and build. We already have the School Gardens with Almost No Summer Maintenance class, very much related to the physical aspects of a school garden, the design and build that I released months ago. And some of you might already be, students in that class. I am very soon adding a module dedicated to design to that class. Of course, everyone in that class will get that module too, because, your access to these classes is going to be a lifetime access, and you will get all the updates and new material that I add to them forever. Because I am adding the design module, the value of this class will significantly go up, and that means the fee will go up too. So go grab your spot in that class, the School Gardens with Almost No Summer Maintenance class, before we raise the fee. Or at least grab the free guide, the School Gardens with Almost No Summer Maintenance free guide, to be on the email list to get notified before the fee gets increased, so you don't miss out on it. All of those links are in the show notes. As I was saying, the School Gardens with Ease course has two classes. We'll have two classes. One is the School Gardens with Almost No Summer Maintenance class, and the second one is a brand new class that I will be teaching called School Gardens with Ease Logistics. That class will be all about, the who, when, what, how, and a little bit of where. Of course, you don't have to take the entire course, although you will get, a discount if you get both of the classes, which is going to be the entire course. But you can take only one of the two classes if that's, the one that you're more interested about. I don't want to bore you with the details. The details are going to be coming in emails. Make sure that you're in the email list to get all of that information. I believe I already talked too much, and I'm lucky if I haven't already lost you. All that to bring us to the topic of today, fall school gardens and how that fits into the School Gardens with Ease course. As school starts in fall, and all teachers from kindergarten all the way to grade 12 get to meet new students at the beginning of this school year, and we are all in the, settling down, getting to know each other, and all of that fun. And especially because fall leads us to winter, and most of us can't grow food outside in winter because, it's pretty cold. Starting outdoor school gardens is not very popular in the fall and winter, very understandably. The only thing that matters in the fall, if you already had a garden from last year, is that, you now get to harvest food and save seeds and essentially, close the garden for winter with your students. All of those activities are a very good start of the year with your students. If you are an elementary or middle school, then your students will get to witness and experience the results of what the last year's students did and get excited about what they're going to do in spring. And if you're a teacher in high school and you have 2 semesters, and let's say you're a science teacher, for example, who grew this garden with your spring semester students, you now get to connect the harvest and seed saving and closing the garden to your curriculum with your fall students. So much fun, so much learning, amazing, right? Just imagine all that. And all that is going to be part of the School Gardens with Ease course, especially in the logistics class. But outside of all the excitement that happens around a spring garden and the harvest of food and seeds off of that garden in fall, you might want to include gardening into your curriculum in fall and winter too. And that's absolutely doable and a very good idea. You can do that even if you don't have a spring garden and you don't want to, have an outdoor garden and go all the way to that extent. As you might have heard me say a gazillion times before, no teacher needs an outdoor space to garden because you can do a lot indoors. And even though that also applies to spring programming, it super applies to fall and winter. There is a lot you can do during fall and winter indoors, and I have a free guide on this, which is more like a checklist on this that I will put the link of in the show notes. But is there anything you can do outside and unrelated to the spring food garden? Yes. And that's what's in the free guide, the list of things, activities you can do. And also in my fall and winter Oasis program that I will open the doors to very soon. Links are all in the show notes, as always. But let's go through them quickly to give you an idea and get you excited about the fun gardening activities you could do indoors in the fall and winter with your students. One fun and very educational activity is stratifying milkweed seeds. Many educators in North America are fans of monarch butterflies and would like to, bring that idea of planting milkweed to support monarch butterflies into their classrooms. It's a very educational activity and lots of fun too. But it happens way more often than not than educators ask me in spring if they can plant milkweed from seeds. The thing with milkweed seeds is that if you want to plant them in spring, which is when you need to plant them, they need to be stratified. And usually the seed packs are not stratified. Stratification is the process of keeping the seeds in the cold weather for 2 to 3 months at least, so that they grow strong in spring. Not all seeds need stratification, but milkweed seeds do. This happens in nature naturally, but not with the packaged seeds that the seeds companies sell you. So to grow milkweed from seed, you need to create the cold conditions using a fridge starting at the end of fall or beginning of winter so that your seeds are ready to be planted and grow strong in spring. So that's one of the activities which then you can follow with a second part, which is planting those stratified seeds in spring. So it's essentially like stratifying and planting kind of activity, which is 2-part. One part of it happens in fall and winter and the other part in spring. Another activity you could do is making seed balls and seed paper. These are two different things, of course, but I bring them together because they are both very good for, to be sent home as a holiday gift or a holiday gift idea that you can bring, to your kids. Very fun, very creative, totally gardening related, entirely a perfect fit for indoors and for winter, and also very educational. And on top of that, as I said, if you make seed balls or seed paper or both, you can actually send them home with the kids as holiday gifts for their families. How awesome would that be? Now, you might be thinking, okay, Leila, all of that sounds really great, but what about actually growing food? Can I grow food in fall and winter? Well, yes. Even though you can't grow spring and summer food like tomatoes and corn and other things that we do indoors in spring, you could grow sprouts and microgreens. Because sprouts need absolutely no sunlight, they're very good for fall and winter growing. You actually have to avoid sunlight when you're growing sprouts. And microgreens need light, but not a lot of sunlight. You could grow microgreens on a window ledge, and even if it's all rainy and cloudy in winter, fall and winter, you'll get good results still with just a little bit of light coming through the window. I highly encourage you to go and find the free guide or the checklist in the show notes and plan to do these activities in your classroom this fall and winter. And as mentioned, I have a done-for-you lesson plan package called Oasis Fall and Winter for exactly these 5 growing activities that I just mentioned. There's lesson plans, the student booklets, lots of fun, lots of done-for-you material checklists, like what exactly to buy and how to do it with your class, and all of the good stuff. I will soon open the doors to it for 2025-2026 school year. Go join the wait list. The link is in the show notes. Talk to you next week in another episode. You've listened to the entire episode, and for that, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave me a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and please share this episode with other teachers who might be interested in this topic. See you next week for a new episode.